Welcome to SEC 210, Week 7. This week, we're diving into threat detection and process improvement. Week 7 is where we level up from finding bad to finding bad faster next time. We'll turn threat intelligence into detections, detections into action, and action into a better playbook. Let's quickly review the tasks for Week 7 in Blackboard. Pay close attention to the deadlines. Start with the reading, PowerPoints, and flashcards for Chapter 6, Threat Detection and Process Improvement. This sets the foundation. Then watch the podcast, How Hackers Exploit Smart Cities. Your graded items include the live Virtual Machine Lab 6-1, Threat Intelligence and Threat Gathering Concepts, the Chapter 6 quiz, and the weekly podcast quiz. This week, we will also be reviewing for the midterm exam with the Midterm Exam Review quiz. A firm line here. Everything is due by the dates shown in Blackboard. No late work will be accepted. Submitting graded work weekly is your online attendance. By Thursday night, here's what you'll actually know. Grounded in threat detection and process improvement. First, we learn to turn threat intel into action. This involves identifying intel sources, normalizing indicators like IPs and URLs, and evaluating the quality of that intel based on freshness and confidence. Next, you'll build and tune detections. Map your intel to MITRE, ATT, and CK to understand the behavior you're catching. Create detections that combine signal with context, and measure effectiveness through metrics like detection latency. Third, we improve the process. This is the feedback loop from alert to playbook update. Automate repeatable tasks like enrichment and ticketing, and track metrics like mean time to detect or respond. Finally, communicate and document your findings. Produce an indicator pack and a short, reusable playbook note for your team. Now, let's focus on what you need to deliver for the live Virtual Machine Lab 6-1, Threat Intelligence and Threat Gathering Concepts. You need to gather intel from the lab scenario, create two detections, like a KQL query or a process ancestry rule, and run them against the provided data to capture one true positive, explaining why it's not a false positive. You'll also produce a mini playbook, outlining the trigger, automated enrichment steps, the decision point, and a proposed containment action. This week's podcast tie-in connects threat intel to detection at scale. Watch the podcast How Hackers Exploit Smart Cities, and note the Microsoft Defender Threat Intelligence demo. Connect the podcast concepts to your lab work. Think about the intel sources, how they relate to normalized indicators, the queries you build, the playbook steps, and the metrics you'll track. Go top to bottom, reading, slides, flashcards, LVML 6-1, Chapter 6 quiz, podcast quiz, and midterm review quiz. Ship your indicator and playbook pack with the lab. Future you and your society will thank you. Questions? Email me at trboyd@johnstoncc.edu.